And welcome back to the greatest show on earth. Today I'm joined by the ever lovely Daniel.
It's good.
My beautiful co-host Adolfo over here. And today we're going to be talking about The Last of Us episode 2.
Infected. Starts out with they're already on the run. We see Boston infected.
Yeah, so we see Joel, Ellie, and
Tess.
but anyways, we see them going through Boston, and we see Boston, the aftermath of the infection.
I would say it looks beautiful.
Yes.
The whole...
I think
It looks nice,
good.
all the
Looks
greenery
good.
coming back and
Yeah, man.
Nature is healing.
yeah, there you go.
Nature's healing, and you just hear a stream, a click. Well, they do that. They hear the clicker, and they're like, yeah, they're out there or something.
They're out there,
Like,
yeah.
Well, the episode begins, and now they're chilling. They go to the past with the
flashback,
lady
yeah.
in Indonesia, where they're talking like, hey, we need you.
Yeah, they start off in Jakarta,
And I
Yeah.
think this really
Jakarta.
puts
Where is
into...
that? Indonesia?
Indonesia.
It's the capital?
Yeah. I think it really puts into perspective how bad this was, because she looked at the...
She looked at the specimen.
So what was
and,
she? She was like a biologist, a microbiologist?
I think she was
For
some sort
fungus.
of-
Something like that. She was a biologist.
Microology or macro.
Micro.
Whatever.
Micro
Macro's big.
biologist.
Macro's big.
Micro
Yeah.
small.
Micro small.
Whatever the fuck. Whatever fungi is, that's what she was specialized in.
Yes.
Okay.
Or just fungi in general, maybe.
I think just.
But the perspective of her looking into it, being shocked at what it is, and then she cuts up the body, and at the end of it, she's like, "What do you think? Like, what should we do? Bomb?
She bomb
Bomb the whole
everybody.
place? Yeah, bro. That's a
Like,
you're
like
just
straight
do
to
it.
jail vibes.
Yeah.
Bomb,
She's
just
like,
bomb.
"Hey, just send me to my family so I can just be with them because we're
Yeah,
screwed."
because if you're gonna bomb it, I need to be with
I
somebody.
need to be with somebody.
Dude, and
Yeah.
imagine, bro. She even brings it up during the episodes. She's like, "Oh, this is where they bombed, Boston."
Yeah.
Yeah, in other
she was
places
it
didn't
she
work.
was like, was this one of the bombs? One of the little craters that you see in the movie?
That's why, bro, when you brought up last week, when you were like, oh, I would go to a store or I would go to like somewhere, I'm like, bro, you can't be going to places that are
Heavily
crowded.
populated.
Yes,
yeah.
you gotta, I'm telling you, we gotta just.
Rural.
Right. As soon as
Rural.
possible, we have to head to the mountains as soon as
Yeah.
possible.
We're going to Yuma.
Like, yeah, maybe we'll die of starvation, but as fast as possible, we gotta get out.
We're going to Yuma, Arizona, right? Not Yuma, Colorado.
No, we're going to Yuma, California.
Yuma, California.
We got to go to the beach, my boy.
No, but yeah, I had a lot of scenes from the video games, especially with the hotel. She even did the
Yes.
cute little, 1 room, please.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, she was messing around,
Yeah.
goofing
The
off.
little- I would be a little scared, bro. The way she goofs off, bro. I'm like,
I know.
Yeah,
I agree.
yeah,
You don't know
yeah.
who's out there. Like, just,
Especially after later in the movie when he says
movie,
they
the
can't
show.
see you, whatever the fuck. After they can't see you, but they can hear you.
They can
hear
and she's
you.
over here making noise with the
Yeah.
little ding, ding, ding.
it starts with the first shot is we see her like laying in the grass and everything, and just Joel and Ellie just looking over her because they still don't trust it.
Yeah, they don't trust her because
Yeah, they don't trust
she
her.
was
She was bitten, and
She
they
was
still
bitten.
don't like really believe.
was
that
she
she's
bitten
immune.
or was it a cut?
She was bitten.
No, she was banned because they
Yeah.
showed the scar.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
it
later,
looks
on,
like a
later
mouse.
on, she gets cut.
Yeah, it looks like a mouse.
Oh, later on she gets cut.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's what it was. Yeah.
But yeah, she brings that up, and they're just watching her, and the guy like Joel's with the gun, like
Yeah.
ready to blast.
Yeah.
Is this where they tell her one little thing and we'll shoot, and
Yeah.
she does like,
Yeah.
Yeah, she does a look. She's like, don't do that. she's like, okay, sorry. I mean, like, girl, dude, the guy's holding the gun straight
read
to
the
you,
room.
and you're over here like, You're like-
read the room, Ellie. You're about to get shot.
I mean, in her defense, Ellie's like what, like
a
10?
kid, yeah.
She's a kid.
14, yeah, something like that.
I think she said she's 14.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's a child.
But yeah, she's a child.
Yeah,
She
living through
she's
the
had no one to
apocalypse.
play with, so she wants to.
I mean,
Yeah.
she did, and
all
look. I
died.
know you don't know what happened,
Okay.
but she did have somebody in the mall. You know how they're talking about, hey, how did
She
you get
wouldn't have
bit?
known.
She was in
Yeah.
the mall. She's lying about that. For the people who haven't played the games, she's lying
lying.
about that.
She capping.
I won't reveal too much, but she was with somebody, and it's that survivor's guilt, especially with this type of show with like zombies and all that. It's a survival show, and a lot of characters have to go through survivor guilt because they have to
Yeah.
be like,
Yeah.
how did I survive when my family, when my friends, most of them are
Yeah.
dead. You know.
Something like a zombie apocalypse. I know like, it hasn't happened to us yet.
Yes.
But
I hope
you
not
have.
in my
mucho miedo.
lifetime.
I hope not in my lifetime, but my kids.
Tengo miedo. Tengo miedo.
You have to, as horrible as it sounds, you have to move on.
You do.
You cannot get attached. Like,
And that's why I think Joel is scared. He does not
can't
want to get
depressed.
attached.
You don't want to get depressed.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think
Once that
even in
depression
life.
hits, I mean, just in general.
I tell people
But,
all the time, man, if I go, man, don't get depressed. Live your life
Live.
because everybody's going to die.
I'm gonna celebrate your death, though.
Hey, I appreciate it.
Then we're gonna get drunk.
was it with you or with you? I talked to one of you. I was like, the day I die, I want like a banda. Like,
Yeah, me
I
too.
want like a freaking.
I want my
party,
coffin
man.
to have
I'm
beers.
gonna tell you right now. I want a rancho wedding where you guys carry me down the block.
A rancho funeral. You mean?
What I say?
Rancho wedding.
Oh yeah, Rancho
And then
funeral,
we're
whatever
like
the fuck.
carrying his coffin.
Yeah, carrying my coffin down the block, down Main Street. You know.
Zapateando with the
Yeah.
coffin. Like,
Yeah. Throw my body on the floor. Yeah.
But survivor's guilt is
Celebrate
big
me.
thing in zombie apocalypse, and I think it's gonna be shown well.
Dude, even watching this episode, I was like, the casting is so good. All right, guys, the sponsor for today's video is Despop. Make sure to follow us. That's the best way to support the channel. Follow us, subscribe, and share all of our videos.
And like this one,
And
importantly,
like this one, yeah.
this video importantly needs the likes. It needs it. It's gonna need it for
Like
it to
it, and then unlike it, and then like it again.
be one time for the one time. We had a comment too. They were like, "Oh, they're pushing their agenda," and
Yeah.
I commented back. I was like, respectfully, not really.
What was the agenda?
Yeah.
That
So
Pedro Pascal was in?
yeah,
Yeah,
and
it's
Ellie,
Pedro Pascal,
yeah.
yeah.
And I was like, bro, Pedro Pascal
'Cause,
has already shown he's played this type of character.
Because
well.
Pedro Pascal isn't white, and Ellie's character is technically British, so she's not American.
That's the people that
The
Well,
girl who plays Ellie is a British
Yeah.
actor.
That's not
Bella-
their
Bella
problem.
Ramsey.
People think Bella Ramsey is not conventionally attractive. Is
Yeah.
what their thing is.
I mean, she's like what 18?
She's 19, yeah, but
19.
still, I mean, conventionally attractive, bro. Like that's such a weird nitpick to be like, oh, I want my character to be conventionally
Yeah.
attractive.
Ellie doesn't have big boobs or ass. Like,
Yeah.
Well, I mean, she's a child too.
I
But
know,
I'm saying, like in the
people-
video games,
people are creepy like
Yeah.
that, man. Like,
Yeah, I mean, why don't they say that about the woman? What's her name? The
you
lady.
keep bringing that up.
What do I keep bringing it?
Tess is.
Tess.
No.
Oh, who are you talking about?
The old lady he's with.
Tess.
Is that her name?
Yes.
The old lady, she's not old.
She looks
the
fucking. She
same
looks
age.
fucking old.
They're the same age as Joel.
Yeah, it's just a
looks-
stress
she looks-
factor.
She's
she looks
younger
old
than
as shit.
Pedro Pascal.
Yeah, I
It's
know.
just she's not wearing makeup.
Yeah.
Okay,
I've
She
seen
is
her.
wearing makeup.
I
She's
looked
wearing
her up.
makeup to make her look old. It's
Yes,
best.
yes, but
Yeah.
I've
Yeah, I
seen
know
her
what you mean. I know
actual
what you mean.
pictures, like
Yeah.
in real life. She does not.
If
look
they're
old.
not gonna say nothing about her, why are they saying something
No,
about a child?
okay, yeah.
So,
Well, because she's the main. Because obviously,
yeah,
Tess
she's the
dies.
main one.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tess died.
Dude,
okay,
Ellie-
she died. We're not there yet. We're not there yet.
Spoiler. Well, if you haven't watched it, when this comes out,
Yeah,
So
this is a whole week later.
Yeah, this is a whole week later, guys. So, like, if you guys haven't watched this, I don't even know what to say.
yeah, at that
Yeah,
point,
don't
I'm
blame
like,
us.
Yeah, like
But anyways,
we
what's-
already feel bad being a week behind.
and on top of that, it's episode 2. If you're watching this like series out of order, like our episodes, I'm like, bro, I don't
Yeah,
know what
I
to
don't know
tell
what
you.
to tell you.
But she dies.
Yeah, so just kind of going back to the casting real quick. I like the casting, and they already
Casting's
said they already said season 2's out.
Yeah.
Or, announced.
Yeah.
It announced.
Approved.
Yeah, it just
Yeah.
got announced the past
Yeah.
day.
Yeah, like 2
I'm
days
really
ago.
happy. I do hope that they change what happens in season 2.
What do you mean?
Last of Us Part 2, obviously we talked
Oh,
about
yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
Somebody dies, and I do hope that they change that.
I
At
hope they
least
just stretch
change
it
the
out.
way he does it. Like, because the way he dies in the video games,
I know how. Yeah.
it's in a way that it's not in character. Like
Yeah.
Joel's a very he survived 20 years by being overprotective, by being over what's
Cautious. Cautious.
paranoid. Like
Yeah,
like
it's
you
paranoid.
gotta be paranoid
Yeah, yeah.
to survive. And the way that he died in the game, I think it's a really dumb way that he died.
Yeah.
I think he should die in a different way. If he does die, I do think they should stretch it out a little bit, like
Yeah,
a
yeah.
couple seasons.
Yeah,
Like I
4 or
think,
5.
Yeah, it should be
At
like
least,
the
yeah,
At
like
least.
this, like the part 1 and part 2. It should be at least part 1 should be like 2.
Yeah, but-
series or something.
Yeah.
I do think Joel should survive a little, like at least 3 or 4 seasons.
It's episode 2, and we're already talking about his dying.
Well, yeah, because we know what happens. But
Watch him just kill him at the end of the season.
But I do want y'all to, crazy. Crazy. What do you guys think about the clickers?
I thought it was a smart idea. It's a cue for them, you know.
Yeah.
Like you hear the click and you know exactly what's going on.
With the way they walked in was honestly, I thought about video games. The way they like just cut to the door and then they just walk in and like they're like, I don't know how to explain it. It just felt
Very
really video gamey.
GTA, very GTA vibes.
Yes.
Like have you ever played GTA when people do like the real life GTA?
Well, I'm
Yeah.
not saying it was bad. I'm just saying like, I was like, oh, that would look cool because that's how.
I know what you mean. I get what you're putting there.
Dude, that was scary though.
Scary?
If I was in that situation, bro,
I mean, just in general, like being in a situation.
Well, the
like,
fact that they just started popping off shots, I'm like, dude, go for the stealth kill, dude. Come on, like, what are you doing? Like, you know, like,
well, a lot of people were saying it was funny because the way that Joel was trying to put ammo into it is like
Oh.
they do in the games.
Yeah.
That they're trying to like get everything together to
yeah,
like.
he's like being rushed and fumbling
And
stuff
he's
around.
like he's trying to do it all quietly too. He's like,
yeah, he's over here.
Like,
And he did it with a broken hand.
oh yeah.
Was it a broken hand?
Well, he said he's like, oh, it's most likely a fracture.
Yeah, and
Right,
So it'll heal quickly, but his hand is like fucking swollen.
he goes through it, and we don't see Tess for most of the fight, and we realize
And then she comes
later
back.
on what happens. But
Yeah.
She comes back and kills one of them.
but you kind of see her shaking, and she's like a little like in a rush to get there after that meeting.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's.
They do bring up. I do want to say I do love this change because I was thinking about it. That the whole first episode was the spores. So in the video games, the way you get infected is they have spores and you breathe it in. You get infected, and there's like special areas that you have to wear a mask in the game so you don't get infected. Like, I was thinking about it in real life. There's no way to like know if there's spores here. I would not know.
You wouldn't know. Yeah.
So in my head, I was like, dude, it just doesn't seem realistic.
Especially with like all the vegetation they showed, like Boston was being overrun by plants.
But I also like how they brought up that like if you touch the fungus, you know, like if you touch it, someone else they can feel it like further down.
Yes, yeah.
But I was
I feel
gonna
like that'd be like the spore, but in a different way.
No, they changed it. So now the only way for you to get infected is they have to bite you or orally. They have to get you orally. So with their mouth, they.
Oh, so mouth to mouth. So
Mouth to mouth.
It won't go to. Okay.
So like if they
Or
bite
open
you,
wound.
Open wound.
open wound. Yeah. So if they bite you, open wound. That's why I thought honestly it'd be easier because if they have to bite me, bro,
Dude, I'm 6 feet apart. I'm wearing one of those inflatable bubbles.
Yeah, I'm putting one of wrapping my hands on like books or some
right?
shit.
I feel like it's that easy.
Some bubble wrap.
Like I don't think the scariest part would be the clickers. I think the scariest part is what happened at the end when you talked about they stepped on
they stepped on the thing on the fungus and
they like communicated with the zombies across town and they just start running, bro. I would be scared of that. That
would be scary. Like you look down
like
Francis
you
right now,
look down Francis and you see like 60 of them just running.
What do we do? Car or if we just start running?
I try to climb.
I shoot Daniel's legs and we start running.
Really? I try to climb.
Daniel, no.
I think I'd go for.
I'm bringing with you, baby.
Because I feel like I want to go for the car, but
you go
running
for the
them over.
I feel like
you're like fumbling your keys. I'm like Daniel.
I'm over here like trying to.
Hey, if you get the car, come pick me up because I'm gonna be running.
yeah. You're there like fuck.
Oh my god, dude! No, that was scary though, and I do love what Joel's line when they come in and they're like, "Oh, what happened?" And he turns one guy over and he says, "I bet one of them got infected. The healthy ones shot the bad ones, and everybody died.
Healthy and everybody got scared and everybody died.
Yeah, everybody lost.
Which is realistic. Like it's just one of those.
Nobody wins in the apocalypse.
Nobody wins. It's just a moment of panic and it all goes to crap.
Yeah, and it all goes to shit.
Would you be that kind of person if you got bit? Would you hide it from the group?
No, I think for the benefit of the group, I would just be like, just put me out of my misery now. I
wouldn't do what she did.
No, not what she did.
That was so nasty, bro. That was so nasty. Oh my god, the cringe. No,
it's not even cringe. It's just like
what are you talking about?
Oh, what are you talking about?
Of her killing.
He's talking about the kiss.
The kiss.
Oh no, I'm talking about the way she kills herself.
Yeah, well, she does a bomb.
Oh yeah, that's like right after.
I'm just saying, I wouldn't do that.
I would do that. That's the fastest way to go.
Oh no, I thought you meant.
No, I'm saying if someone's gonna, because you just said like kill me.
No,
I just said I'm not gonna do that, or I'm not gonna go out the way she did.
Well, they couldn't kill her because they needed the zombies. So they needed a way to stop the zombies.
No, I know, but I'm saying me, like me, motherfucker.
So you're telling me that if that happened, you got bit, the zombies were coming, and you wouldn't.
The zombies were coming. That's a whole. That's a whole nother situation.
So let's say
you got grenades.
You're not gonna save us.
Here's a neutral situation.
That's another situation.
Let's say we just
whatever I'm doing, I had to die instantly.
Exactly. So let's say we just got away from a group of zombies, like not like a big group or anything, but we got away from a group. I noticed I got bit. I would be like, guys, I got bit. Just pull over, shoot me right here, right now. I'm sorry.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
I would give it an hour.
If I have something where there's gonna be like an explosion or something.
But I wouldn't drag it out. I wouldn't drag it out.
I think he's not next Ellie. I would give it an hour or two. I would honestly just in case. Uno nunca sabe. I would give you an hour or two. I'd be like, bro.
To see if I'm immune.
Yeah. I would. Well, nobody knows. Let's say nobody knows about it.
Maybe.
I'm like, do it right now. Don't even stop the car.
That happens in The Mist. I don't know if you've watched the movie, but have you watched the movie?
I don't know.
For the people who haven't watched it, I'm gonna spoil it.
It's a good movie.
So at the end of the movie, he kills his wife, son, and somebody else. He kills them because he thinks there's no way out, and he wants to spare them, right?
Yeah, he wants.
And as soon as he kills them,
the mist disappears.
The mist disappears, and the army comes in to save them. So imagine that, bro. Like as soon as if he waited a little bit longer, they would have all been saved. But he didn't because he thought they were in danger, and he didn't want his family to suffer.
Yeah.
So I think that
at that point,
always
I'd
scares
just
me.
kill myself too. I'd be like,
Yeah.
damn.
I'd
Oh
be
yeah,
like,
like he goes, yeah.
Yeah, dude. No, well, that's
I
why.
was just thinking about that movie yesterday. Are we telepathic or something?
No,
Like-
TikTok brought it up.
Maybe
Yeah, that's why. That's why. But that's why I couldn't kill you right away, bro. Because I'd be like, you know what? I have some faith that we could figure this out.
Yeah.
Maybe we amputate you and hope for the best.
That would, if depending on where the wound was.
Yeah.
that'd
Let's say they cut your arm,
let's say
I'd be
it was
like,
on- let's say it was on your head. I'm cutting your neck off. Amputate your head.
Yeah, but I would 100% be like, hey, Angel, I'm sorry about this. Knock him out because I don't think he would let himself cut his arm off. And we start cutting him, bro. We start sawing.
Yeah, just
Yeah, I'm like, hey, bro. And we see what happens, bro. And hopefully, you know.
yeah. You know, that's like what we found, like underwater and shit, all rusted out. Like, bro, yeah,
But-
just.
You didn't think that was cringe? The kiss?
No, it wasn't
I-
cringe. It
I
was
wasn't cringe. It was just weird.
I couldn't look.
It was just weird.
Oh, it was just cringe isn't the right word. It was
It's hard to watch.
They could have done like
it
something
made
on
my
the neck or
skin. It
something.
made my skin crawl.
Yes,
Yeah.
it was
It made my-
goosebumps.
yeah,
Goosebumps
goosebumps.
for sure.
Yeah.
There's this theory that said that the reason that they didn't attack her and they kissed her is because she was letting herself. That the reason that the fungus attacks you is because you're resisting, and if you don't resist, that's what happens. So like.
No.
I do like that because it's the fungus is living, right?
Living, yeah,
it's a living organism.
yes.
Yeah, thank you. All they want is to spread. And if they're trying to spread and you're being hostile towards it, I think it's going to be hostile towards you. But if you let yourself be taken, they're
Like,
not
if
going to attack you.
If you're submissive, it's gonna.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it makes sense.
I don't agree with that because there's just so many people in the world that it's not black or white.
Yeah, I can see where you're coming from with that.
Like not everyone. Like it's not gonna be. I'm submissive. I'm not submissive.
Yeah,
Like there's a lot of people in between. Like even Ellie herself. Like she's I was gonna say neutral. What's the word? Immune. She's immune. So like I don't. agree
I
with
did
that.
like the thing from Tess that told her like you might be immune, but you're not immune from getting cut in half. So
Yeah.
watch yourself. Like it's true, but
I know
like,
because then Ellie looks at her like, oh crap.
yeah, she's right. Yeah, she's right. Like, hey, don't kill yourself by any other means.
Yeah. So overall,
Great episode.
great episode.
Good episode.
How do we feel about episode 3?
Well, episode 3, just a preview. It might be a little bit from the present, but we're gonna be looking back at Bill and Frank.
Yes, and I was gonna bring that up. I think for most of season 1, it's gonna be a lot of flashbacks.
I hope, man. I do hope they flesh out these characters more. The
Yes.
ones that like the side characters
Yeah.
from the video games. We get to see more of their lives because there's a little bit of hints between. Is it Bill and Frank? Is that their names?
I think so.
They had a relationship kind of in the
Yes.
in the video games. So I kind of want to see that fleshed out more.
Yeah, in live action.
Because they go through a problem too.
Yeah.
When you go to meet them, and also there's a problem going on where they're at because of the '80s music that was playing. So there's trouble. Somewhere.
Yes.
So I'm excited to see the preview. I do, like I said, I hope they stretch it out more for the first season. We don't end where Last of Us ended, so
Yes,
that way we
yes.
get to see more.
Yes,
of
I
Petra
agree.
Pascal.
Because then it's gonna be a really short series.
Yeah.
Imagine it being just like 3 seasons.
Oh my god.
This is one of those
I
like.
don't know, but there's a bunch of shows that are like that.
Oh, some of the best shows out there have 7, 8 seasons. The Breaking Bad favorite show of all time. It's 7
I've
seasons.
never seen it.
Well, so like I don't know if The Walking Dead got ahead of the comics, but
It's at like 7 or
I'm
8
trying-
seasons too.
well, Game of Thrones did that. Game of Thrones
Thrones.
got ahead of the books, and then it went to shit. So I'm just
Yeah.
hoping that if they do get ahead of the games, that they at least don't go to shit.
the writing is a little bit better.
Like that TikTok of the Italian code. Sometimes shit, sometimes not.
Yeah.
Hopefully not.
Hopefully not.
Hopefully not shit, but who knows?
Yeah, who knows? All right, guys. Well, thanks for watching this video on our episode 2 review of The Last of Us. See you guys next time.
Doses.
Adios.